Welcome back to Nini's Nest. Today I'm going to be reading you a story about a snowy place and many animals. It's called The Hat, and it's by author Jan Brett. This is Jan. This is a picture of Jan quite a few years ago in another book. Let me see, it's two different books. But it tells a little bit about this author, and so I wanted to read the information about her. Jan Brett had lots of pets when she was growing up. Her family raised guinea pigs, rabbits, a donkey, a horse, cats, and dogs. Jan even had a pet chicken that rode around on her shoulder. These animals, along with those seen outside of the mountain cabin where she spent her summers, often appear in the books that she creates. Jan Brett absolutely adores the snow. As a child growing up in New England, she was accustomed to snowy scenes. These memories are often the inspiration for the wintry landscapes in many of her picture books. So I'm going to move this, and that actually is a little hedgehog, which is going to be something you're going to see in this next story. I'm going to move this one away because we're not reading that one today. The one we're reading is called The Hat by Jan Brett, and here's the hedgehog, the main character in the story. And then let's see how many animals there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 animals in this story. And it's going to be a snowy day story. It's not snowing here where I am in North Carolina. It's raining a lot. It's heavy rain today here. So I prefer to think about snow on a day like this. Days when you can go out and play and enjoy the beauty of snow. I wonder which is your favorite animal. It might be the hedgehog when we're finished. So on the first illustration, we see the hedgehog. It's a cute little animal with a lot of prickles, which is what they are called in the story. A little pointy nose, cute little animal. This is the title page, which takes up both sides this time. I love Jan Brett's illustrations. They always encompass the whole page, and she generally has pictures on the sides or edges of the page. So I want you to be looking for those. Here we see a pair of winter cozy socks, a toboggan on this side, and this is the kind of landscape that perhaps Jan Brett was accustomed to in New England. Here's where the story starts on this side of the page with the words here. Let's look at all these winter clothes that the character is throwing behind her out of the big box or the chest. It looks like a chest of clothing. And on the edges, we see perhaps 2 of the items that come out of this chest. A pair of gloves and a warm scarf. And I see some other things like a sweater vest. Ooh, I see a hedgehog right there. And we will see what she is about to do. The main person in the story is Lisa. Go back and begin. Winter was on the way. Lisa took her woolen clothes out of the chest and carried them outside. What's she going to do with them outside? Oh, she was hanging them up in the fresh air when a strong wind blew one of her stockings off the line. There it goes. Now look at the edges. You will see the hedgehog. And I think that looks like a stocking as well. She's using what I call clothespins. We used to hang our clothes on a line like that outside when I was a child. And she's just airing out her winter things. They've been in storage and they need to freshen up. Remember, the stocking went flying. Curious Hedgie found it and poked his nose in. When he pulled it out, the stocking was stuck on his prickles. How embarrassing, Hedgie thought. Here's Lisa getting the basket of clothing, or bringing it outside, or taking the basket back in, I guess is what she's doing. And now we see one of the next characters, the hen. The mother hen came by with her chicks. Cackle, cackle, she clucked and laughed. What's that on your head, Hedgie? Why, it's my new hat, he told her. Isn't it beautiful? The mother hen cocked her head as if she had an idea, and off she ran. We'll find out later maybe what she is about to do. What is Lisa doing? Looks like making a fire with some logs. And the next character we're going to meet is the goose. I know that because ducks have short necks, but geese have long necks. And we might find out if this is a boy goose or a girl goose. Let's see. Hedgie saw the noisy gander looking down at him. Honk, honk, ho, 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 the gander laughed. Look at that, the hedgehog has flipped his gizzard. Laugh today, gander, but tomorrow when it rains, my hat will keep me dry. The gander thought for a moment, and off he ran. So we know the gander is a boy. He ran off. So, wow, Hedgie's meeting up with some animal friends, but they're running away. Who's next? The cat. And Lisa is busy. It looks like making, oh, I see. She's making a place for the rabbits to feed, or the birds to feed. Looks like she's pouring some seeds in a birdhouse. Those look like rabbits there with her. Love these pictures. The barn cat was watching from a tree as Hedgie tugged at the stocking. Meow, he called down. What a silly looking hedgehog you are, with that thing on your head. But my ears will be warm in the snowstorm. Purred the cat, and off he ran. Wow. Can you see that Hedgie is trying to hold onto a limb and pull so that he might get the stocking off his head? And up here is the cat observing. Now we're being observant because here we see another picture on the side and this side, and Lisa is maybe pouring tea, warm tea for a snowy day. And on this side we see a dog. And then the clothes flapping in the snow. What beautiful scene there. The farm dog and her puppies found Hedgie in a patch of brambles. Hedgie, is that a hat you're wearing? How funny you look, she barked, and her puppies yelped and giggled. Here are two puppies. Wow, Hedgie's gotten himself in quite a state there. "But I'll be cozy and dry when it snows," Hedgie said. The farm dog's ears perked up and off she ran. Okay, on the left side here, we see Lisa. She's got some long pieces of wood, it seems. Maybe she's about to build something. And then over here we see the next animal, which is a pig, a hog, and I'm not sure which one Jan is going to call that. Let's find out. "Oink, oink," the piglet squealed. "What are you up to, Hedgie?" the mama pig asked. "Making sure my hat doesn't fall off if an icy wind blows up." "I see," said the mama pig, and off she ran. I like this activity that Lisa's participating in on a snowy day, reading a book. It's one of my favorite things to do on a cold, snowy day. And then we see the next animal. A pony or a horse. Not sure, it looks like a pony to me. "Hedgie, what is that ridiculous thing on your head?" the pony snorted at Hedgie. That was the last straw. "It's my hat, of course. Don't you know that everyone should wear a hat in the winter when it's cold and snowy?" Hedgie shouted. The pony looked startled. Hedgie was usually so friendly. And off he ran. Can you see that the clothes are disappearing one by one? There's only 2 things left on the line. And Hedgie still has his hat, stocking hat. Here's Lisa. Maybe she's about to do something. She's gotten up from her chair and left her book behind to peer out the window. Hedgie just wanted to be alone. He was tired of everyone laughing at him. And with this thing on his head, he wouldn't even fit in his own den. So now we know a hedgehog lives in a den, perhaps under the ground, a little small wormhole. But he's there. He's not able to go inside. But let's not forget Lisa. She has one stocking in her hand, and she remembers that she has to find the other one. So she's going looking for it. Do you think she's going to come to Hedgie's rescue? He didn't see Lisa running after him, the other stocking in her hand. "Come back, you silly hedgehog," she called. Oh no, Hedgie thought. Even the girl is laughing at me. Oh, now you'll see a reason we should pay attention to the pictures at the edge of the page. Here comes the hen, and she has gloves. And the goose has the toboggan. Lisa caught up and pulled her stocking off Hedgie's head. "You ridiculous little hedgehog," she laughed. "Don't you know that animals don't wear clothes?" She's wearing her mittens and her headband to keep her ears warm, and a coat. But look, here are the animal friends. He's bringing a scarf, the cat. The dog has, it looks like a sweater. Is that where they went when they ran away? To retrieve some clothes for the hedgehog? Hedgie headed for his den, and Lisa started back toward the clothesline. That's when she saw all of her missing woolens. Because the pig had something, I'm not sure exactly what that is. It looks like a head wrap like she's wearing, maybe. One large enough for a pig's snout. And the pony has a sweater or a scarf. I'm not really sure which one that was. The animals had taken them, her woolens, and each one was thinking, now I am wearing a magnificent hat. This one looks perfect for the hen. It really makes the hen look like a rooster. But the hen has put one on her head and one on her tail feathers. The goose has used the toboggan for a hat. So now we can kind of see what they were carrying. I see now what the pig had. It's the sweater vest. Has armholes, has become the openings for his ears. Her ears, excuse me, that was Mama Pig. And then the pony has used a scarf or, whoops. Let's take one last look here. The hedgehog, finally, without the stocking on his head. But all his friends have head wraps. Lisa was still chasing them when Hedgie reached his den. How ridiculous they look. Don't they know that animals should never wear clothes? I want to go back and just let you see the pictures one more time and think about how the story unfolded. Lisa took her woolen clothes to freshen up outside. One stocking flew away, which landed on Hedgie's ground, and he decided to poke his head in. Then there was the hen, the goose, the cat, the dog, the mama pig, and her piglets, the pony. I wonder if after I close the book, you might tell the person you watch this with those animals in the order that they appeared in the story. It's good to try to keep your memory sharp. So if you could remember which one came first, it was this one, right? And then next, this one, then this one, the cat, then the dog, then the pig, then the pony. Keep your memory sharp when you have a story like this. Go back and see if you can remember who came first and who came last. And remember which animal wore which piece of clothing. Come back and read the story again and enjoy the beautiful illustrations and just the fun story of Hedgie and his new hat.